I always come outside to think and be more tranquil and calm in life because when you're outside, all there is the temperature, the trees, and you. And that's about it. Well, and me outside. So that's why I always come outside. It really calms the mind. It just puts everything in perspective because the world's not going to change. Like, there's always going to be trees. There's always going to be water. There's always going to be grass everywhere. And so when I come outside, it just reminds me of, hey, nothing's changed. The only thing that changes is what's inside. What's inside of a person, what's inside of a building. And that's pretty much all the things that change. I know my nose is running, but don't pay that too much mind, all right? It's just when I'm outside in the cold, it makes my nose run, so it drains all of the excess mucus out of me, and it makes my hands cold. But I'm pretty much enduring it right now. And yeah, just watching the cars go by. There was some people walking by, so I always pause my video when people walking by, so that way I can clearly articulate what I have to say. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have right now. Pretty chill for the most part. Oh yeah, there's some icicles. Let me show y'all. There's some icicles over here. Look at those icicles. Let me put my book down. Watch this. I'm gonna get one. I got a piece of an icicle right here. You see that? It's clear. It's literally just water, and now I'm about to break it. It broke a little bit. Yeah. You know, being out in the cold is actually good for the skin. However, too much cold can make you freeze. So you have to be aware of that. And look at all the smoke coming out. Look at that. Now I can actually see the smoke. I tried to do this exact same thing a few days ago, and it didn't work. But now it's working today. Yeah. But I was just looking around at the scenery. I was like, this is a nice scenery outside. However, it's just cold. So it's kind of difficult to see all of the intricate details in the scenery when it's cold outside. But when it's warm outside, you can see everything and have no problem. So it's all about comfortability. If you're not comfortable, then it kind of makes things feel different when you're not comfortable. But when you're comfortable, of course, you feel nice because you're comfortable. So yeah, y'all ever heard the term, well, it's not really a term, it's more like a phrase. It's like, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I'm trying to get used to that. But can that phrase even work? Can you be comfortable with being uncomfortable? Because if you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, that means you're always comfortable, right? So yeah. Cars driving by. I wonder where people are going today. Most people are transporting goods or people, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much what everybody's doing. Or they're going to like a store to get some food. Pretty much everybody's going somewhere. And then once they get done doing what they're doing, they go back to where they started. They go back to where they started, yeah. And that's about it. Every time I don't have my phone on, like record myself, I'm always thinking, right? Well, most of the time I'm thinking. And I don't talk out loud. I usually just think in my head. So when I turn my phone on, it's literally just what I'm thinking, but I'm saying it out loud. So that's literally the only difference. And yeah. And it's kind of crazy. Anybody can find where you're at. Like if you show someone a building, they can just look that building up online and then it'll show exactly where that building is. So technically there's no privacy unless you live in a secluded area. Well, not really secluded. Yeah, I'll say secluded because any area filled with like trees and not very many houses, you can pretty much get by with that because you can't really find that on a GPS. Or can you? You may be able to, but it's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to do a lot of searching. Like, you'll be able to get close, like, okay, this person may be around, you know, somewhere in the US, but where exactly in the US? Kind of difficult. So some places are easier to find than others, but pretty much every place on Earth is findable. Now, when we're talking about the ocean, you know, the ocean is like 95% undiscovered. So, can we find everything in the ocean? Not at the moment. But the ocean will never be discovered. Like, the entire ocean, you know, how far deep down it goes, it will never be found because the ocean is always adding more water. There's always more water being added to the ocean. So I don't even think we can make a robot to go far down and deep down in the water, because the farther down you go in water, the higher the pressure, the more pressure is applied onto that, you know, set thing, that robot going down in the ocean. So it will literally just implode and implode every time, no matter what kind of robot you use or person. We can only go so far down in the ocean before it's too late, before we implode. So yeah, I don't know, everything's connected though. Like I stated in my other videos, even my videos are connected in a way. Even though I do random things, all my random things connect to each other, which is wild. But it's so interesting at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now. That's pretty much, yeah, I'm just going on with whatever else I have to do. But y'all take care now. God bless y'all, and until next time, I hope. Goodbye.